Counsellor Martin.
No, na bacho on to say.
Ya me adomboko. Me na wase. Me na counsellor say.
Oh, mumbo me nda na ya ase.
Counsellor ba fia da be kan me ho sa kwasia da wia. E na otu ne car sign bank nya me so.
Yenso yeda ma me ase e ma no nuanum nyina na sei no. De mo ye wo krumu ha no. Mo ya ma eyie ayefe. Ba yesi amamre kwan so ye nka se yie ayefe. Da me ba mu krumu ho ma me krumu ho na de bia me hu ya me yem hye mu kwan so. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Me hu obituary bia na ma me ne sre.
Hey.
Traditionally, the poster.
A poster paper na say.
Debbie, sub board ni la board.
But
osre.
I say be a picture dada.
Yes, but traditionally it's not done.
Obi free mo yen
fa esre picture. Oya den yen fa anyi. But we osre pa ne sin nyina aguso. And am so share meko uniform na e dey ayi. And am say, hey. Na fi de den kra na mo ye ya ma ye yem be hihye ye.
Obi also on picture twa wo nti afa wo picture kra de na de a wo bre.
Ensem se bi no ba we ana bi obi won so picture bia.
Osre. Obi se de wa mu na.
Obi so onye so osre o WDF.
Hey.
Unim. A wrong dental formula.
Nezonya.
Ya budi nyina na ti so osre o su gra na ti jale say, "Want to stop laughing?"
Na le sigu abonten.
E bia na abonten.
Etu o su kra so osre.
A constant a WDF wrong dental formula. Me da mamo. Eti we share me yem share ba because yen traditionalists need ye extra careful with these things. But unfortunately,
no. Aso person mani pa yet to say the nipa de niade no.
Charlie, yet to say woman ye ni ye we, but I think say obi a be ye fefe bia nipa ne tiase enkan kan maame enkan kan papa na otiase no one ye bibi say amma na afraid to eat
ansa no ansa
na wuye no hwe wuye ne be fro asemado
emwa
esa say nipa ne tiase no ese ye bo
ese ye man ani je
ye man ani je
ai
ena me ka de bia say me koja na ya yie ama ebusua adanfofo ehun se na ya ne hu nipa ni eti da bi besi a wudi ho me kwa e be ma me atena se eti to de bia enye yen a se bibi to obi na wo kwa ene anim se wo ben no wo nyonko ya
tra
asiti no na ma me ewu ese wo se wo nwa bebre nti ente hu
o kasa anye
na
kasa anye
na se me nkasa wo nwa me so nwa bebre
da bi ni nyira we si hwa
se wo nwa
da bi wo so kasa obi ni tiri so kasa o mesre me kan wo tiri so wadi
na wo nim se wo nwa
wo se
wo nim se wo nwa
ba me wa se obi
said the obi ni hu na no we share no kan se wo sen
wow
but the can say she was everywhere even when things look like everything, she was there. So the family will know her so well. And all of us have got to know, say, ebusani nimno. Eti BBC or home put na wuni oni ya koha. But or no probably a figure of speech for us.
Yeah.
And yaman say toa and na hun crofo because the distance has never been a barrier, but we mobile. And I love the way people show you love. Thank you so much. On behalf of Nanaya, we thank all Obia by now. Everybody, I think everybody was there, and it was a good time. Umami edawasi. Obia, you see a year then nkoja. Nti akoja na ya akoye. Na Monday me be do Sunday anyumre. Me be do mkoye mpapa kransa. But Monday na menya message say opanyin pacho wo hina. Ye pese ye de funeral invitation bra wo no nkrofo eye fufuru aba na ye ba ne ni uhwe funeral invitation
nya sam ketwa sisi ya de nya izeu
na me ka se de mo ye no
funeral invitation na nya sisi
ye pressure na mo ton ana den
funeral invitation e kura sa no
de mo ye no
funeral invitation asa book ne
show baya
funeral invitation asa bible kura wo de ente se yeah, in Sasanka home. And Sandokodo was one day. And Sasanka home, Sabra, ye be not your movie. Why no?
Aha, fina ubi sa.
Oh, say
what do you see? One the bay away.
Oh,
Atete.
I dear some granny.
Offer me a buy your driver.
Where so you say I will come will be a cake.
That's what it is saying. Any invitation, no. I've never invitation, so.
After now, call invitation. I'm a winning.
Oh my, what would you want
for mammy? I about for
maybe that's in a 1 week, no, yeah, you.
Eh, no, we are now what you
oh, there be the moya and yet. My husband is not come more drink to. I
said, Opa, my wire, the open.
The boy, Mamma,
because why around to me?
Because it's a way.
I Reverend Obafo
oh my God. I mean,
the other not too.
Charlie.
Na me shana so.
And you also need the 31st year Kokumase. Yako Buano.
Yen na ebe Kokumase.
No, Yako Buano. Na me the sell to me drive it to my place.
Onua drive it.
Yes.
So, Krache me ba be invite you.
Oh.
So for nyame shao. O ma me da se.
And na ma me ti ase me kai pass party bi o ye man wo. Na so dem ti na ma me betra ho. Etimi de ma me ti ase sesi an ye bibi mano. Na enye fe enti na 31st yo debi ofi ohun ye ohun asamanfo na ehun na ye maame Jane Professor Akwaba na be pe President John Mahama asem or report to Ghana for pa
why you kwankwansa nipa
a good report
President why you kwankwansa nipa
maame okoye
maame ne ba se hwe wo de on te de aba
woni wa no ni ko togo he aba na ke mpichi me
ko mo yi be firi
eti so nimpa
ko yi
Joa, this guy. I mean, and it's good, man. Kwaba, yes, ahondin emano. Onko no boko. Mesre. Her energy, His Excellency John Mahama ewo no oni bi.
Unya.
Yenim da say John Mahama na ahondin esi so we ginger honey chips. They be I command 4 bottles a week. It be strong man mo be mebro one. But make me ginger honey chips. So what you say na tie dada.
Ebi si me office.
Me dwe.
Me bogum
me bacho bogum. Enye specify bogum. Eti ya mana kwaba. Ye de mpa wo beta so. Na ahwe yi enso ka ho.
Mo bia pia.
There be. Me ka bi da me go I am fit men baby da. Se na fa ne cool no. Fa ne sa ye ma kwaba eda nyame ase. So no akọ ono aba. Na de ba kon ye ya. Etoma come so say everybody helped me. But I want to say
one person.
Oh my God.
My junior boss.
Oh my God. Hey.
My junior boss.
Ibrahim Mahama. Look. May God don't just give him a long life.
Debbie.
No. Onya long life. He needs divine protection.
Yes.
And may the words of people's mouth constantly do something good for him.
Amen.
Ibrahim Mahama.
Why any papa?
Nyami shira.
Why are you
nyami shira no.
Say one
oh nyami shira no.
No, I said to Anamon wa.
Hey, you say better in hospital. A busy man. Eti mo amaye so busy e frɛ mo a mo ni hwe. Na kwa me mo ni hwe ba ye frɛ mo de bia mo la ye busy. Oni hwe so.
Hwe ni ho.
Oni hwe na kwa me na adi na no say tell you obutu nkrofo na mo so mo okonua.
Na say yo mo so ma pega o ma.
Kwa me ka kwa me asem. Ye frɛ wa mfa.
Anya fe. Usu sika ni ho.
Sika pe.
Oni hwe.
Hwe ni ho.
Onyo bia.
Ade pe na wo. And unique.
And so kra wo.
Ade pe na wo. Obeka ye twen wanse na aka wie. That's all you have.
Yes.
Eti mana kwaba eda jon Mahama nwa bema ase. Ibrahim Mahama ye da wase se why ne senate ne ye da ase pa. Na ya ende yenko mo so.
Yenkomo ene a single parenting. Nah, we don't know whether there are issues with that. Be feel say because especially oba when you do age bia na aware maya ye tunu for say hwe wo de wo ba koto. Aware ni nyam maya no wo ba koto. Or from so or how wo ho as a single parent oba na bema.
Ena ye nsuan bibi. Enkrofo ebisa me no pay say na me say wa ba aden ya anye side chick part 2 you better so but we single parent in here and the father's the best thing in the world tie chiake aninti mote na my nyina wate so ka say chiake na wiase mu de ba menu ho a wo sen bodamfo
wa we are so to money masa metia no to money
membo udi who they bet you. I probably used for the meantime. But hear me, you need to be your friend is single parents. Parenting, the word parent, the act of the male and the female coming together to produce. So anytime you hear the word parenting, is an act or a skill that must be produced out of a father and a mother. So there's nothing called single parenting. It's a wrong term. A single
father and mother, yeah.
Or a single mom.
95.1.
Or a mom to the child. So that term, Makasa say,
single parent.
You're deleting for you because you can never be a single parent. Never will you be a single parent. Because you never had a child on your own through a tree. You can't produce. If it's surrogacy,
that's different.
If it's surrogacy, that you don't have a father for the child because you went to do, you found a surrogate to have a child for you. Even when there is artificial insemination where we implant into you, it might be because there's a male figure somewhere. So you cannot be a single parent. There's nothing called single parenting. So when you delete this single parenting from your mouth, you can become a better mother to the child or a better father to the child. Because immediately I didn't say you're a single parent, then you are deleting somebody either by virtue of your action, your attitude, or by natural disaster like death.
95.1.
Because I'll tell you what makes somebody becomes a single mom or a single dad. It is not always like what you said, go and have a child. I'm not against that. Because I'm not against you where situation has come. Who say maybe I don't have a problem. But anytime be a woman that you can fend for the child before the father comes to pay. Hear me, young girls. Me nyem sapo yo ene. Na me ne wo a metuma hwa abofra no but me mpe oba obesi akora ni ti ko aba me ho se bagisika ko dua office. I'll prefer a type of sapoyo who will pay
and later come for the money.
And not even later, and it just goes as reimbursement. So it's a different game altogether. And now Sebani say
95.1
a watchro ana awale ni mbaye na ye wo tiko se kowa bomodi se wonfe dua bia keke enwo hwehwe dua eso aba ebetumi aso aba ne wo
yes I selection
esan se abofra bia dachi ejina ne maami ayase so
se dachi ne bae papa.
The future of every child is dependent on maami ayase. Unya papa, blame your mother.
Why?
If you find yourself with the wrong man as your father, blame your mother. She gave herself up to a very wrong man to have sexual intercourse with her so that she will have you.
I know if I obey. Saying accident to me ba.
So once you are accident, you remain as an accident car with filler. Keep that one in your head. There were 3 types of pregnancy.
5.1.
The first one is called planned pregnancy. The second one is called unplanned pregnancy. And the third one is called unwanted pregnancy. Unplanned, unwanted are not the same. Unplanned pregnancy is where me and Ya are married. And Ya is even lactating. Planning to space our children 2 years. And all of a sudden, when you are resuming sexual intercourse, na menyemo enti na enka ye nhyehyɛ ho enti nkola ne toatoa so ye friend on plan ana ye si ye twa wo san wo health ana bibinti
ene bai
ana ko ye tuber ligation ena amfa enti e ba de sa ye fresh akola is on plan now ye ka se planner plan ne ye say ye nyina ya gya tum say ubu nsa your 10th day, you be see a wakola nechi. I do 2 years. Oh, health, very important to me. Until now, you look stronger, so I want to impregnate you. And we a plan. Unwanted, you menesa po yo. Eko tadi.
Accident.
The year what tadi ni na ye jaho. You be do what bekajem so nyim. Men fat men chene betesa.
Enka ho sa.
And you are wanted. Where we going in for pleasure. And it turns into pregnancy.
That is where somebody can single-handedly take care of a child.
When you do that single-handedly, you hate your child. Any woman that single-handedly takes care of a child and knows the father is a witch. And she's doing witch hunting.
Na be man no obi wo ha onyima be man se menye.
Because in the first place, minister for you court adi ba ye. So be catch him so onyima. Me mpene mane wo. Because I grow na ye kodi ye no. Enka ho.
But we also an gidie no empesa de nti.
Na ugidie empade na ugidie. Wonko yi. Ugidie empesa na asi eye unwanted. My first reflection is say no, it can't be. I'm not ready for it now. No, it's okay if you're not ready for it. Me, I don't care. I'll take off my thing. The fact that I said I'm not ready for it and say you take off your thing doesn't mean the child doesn't have a father. Please. The fact that you say, because any woman that has a child, let me give caveat. A rape case. A situation that I didn't know. Those ones are exceptional. It comes with a lot of trauma. It comes with a lot of, you can't identify who. Those are exceptional cases. But I'm talking about cases where with the two of us, we had a nice time together. But we never thought, say, a dear way should end in pregnancy. It's not every sexual intercourse that must end in pregnancy. So say, not just bibi nice. So it is going to be a jojo.
No, but once you are also doing it, you must know say bibi sabet me.
So between the man and the woman, who has higher form of protection? It's the woman, not the man. Because you have one day to get pregnant, have every day to impregnate you. So you need to guard your doors because you're going to carry the 9 months. We don't want to do a blame game here, but a see after takradi a see. A see no menya ma adwin se meye. And I also two adwin see the way dia me so menya hwe wo ho. Eti me mind you. My first reaction was mempe because yemienu nyina is not planned, it's unwanted. So when you decide to take the child and go through the meal, mind you that it is your decision against my immediate reaction. Remember, it's your decision against my what? Immediate reaction. Most women will keep your immediate reaction to become a forever reaction.
And because I need to say, I want to hear some womb. But an immediate reaction no can affect Nipano through the pregnancy.
Mind you, you took a decision to keep what I have told you. Say this was not part of our package. Keep that thing first. So you hold the child away from the father. Don't be a witch.
Enyaba.
Don't think for yourself. If you love a child, you don't keep the father away from the child. Unless you are a witch doing witch hunting. All the sympathy we are giving to be single parent and he's single mother and she's done so well. Hey, if your mother alone takes care of you, you will never make it in life. Quote me.
What if the father is not interested?
What do you call not interested?
Papa be from day one or so one penny.
Because from day one or can say on penny, it doesn't change him as the father of the child.
But the father himself doesn't even want to see the child.
No, the father doesn't want to. The father doesn't want to see the child because the appearance of the child will cost a lot of things. Mind you, under the law of infidelity, with evidence, divorce can happen because I've married under the civil law.
Yes.
So it's an evidence to go. So I have a child now as I speak. I don't bring that child out because it's an evidence for divorce. So that is why I say keep cool. There's somebody in a certain country that the capital starts with K. That particular lady has shut up with the man she took seed with. Until today, she's the richest young girl among all the girls. Because she knew how to keep quiet, or she knows how to hold on to it. Demanding the child know who the father is. But the public doesn't need to know one way or the other. What I say, because William said the process for getting the child is not, in quote, legitimate by the man you took seed for. And anytime a man goes to impregnate somebody and you hear the wife is complaining, it's because of poverty. Keep this in your head. Obi a wasika bia no ukoya ye den ya.
Da bi ba wo wasika na say o nyim ba fra me na meti aware ye ho ase wasika ntime nko.
Oh ba okay. Oh the kai sa na mo kan de bia.
Magic.
Oh mesira. Sa na mo kan da. Okay, mesi ja na hwani hiani.
Oh ni ska o ba ho
ya obi a ni sika. O rent ye ntumu da. O ka o dem. Umbi says ka unyada bibia ye ma ne boa
ka papa unya
ka papa ne de o ma papa anto ma wo
papa say ma wale no
na awale kan kan ho
That I can't.
Bibi anka wa wale ni se. Debi. O papa bedding nya me bedding. O papa na o papa bedding ka na papa ntoka ama o. O papa na me ye ni ye. Mate ne bere so. Na me to so ahwe. Eduan na ma wadi. Ahwe se daache. Wow, na so ato bedding. Entimi na me boa o. E wa wade mu. Enti those things are, we call it the conventions and the auxiliaries are yen pe to beautify. Enti me talk ama me yire. Me to fiacha me yire. Me ma me yire flight ticket. So don't behave as if it is your bona fide right.
It is.
It's yeah, what we
become one.
No, we are not one. Debi am ka say we are not one. Me tia me ni yire nya one. What in maybe nam team maybe. So these are some of the reasons why Nkrofa are clinching onto single parenting. I repeat myself, and I will not correct again. I am talking from a research and the life I have lived small on earth. Say, any mother that deprives a child of the father, the child doesn't become correct till he dies. There are too many records in this country of prominent people. Okay, there were footballers, there were musicians, there were politicians, there were pastors who said their father specifically didn't take care of them, and they took an entrenched position. Today they are nothing because the father's blessing makes a man better.
But the father is not available. Like Papa,
the father is available. The mother is making the father not to be seen. That's the problem, because there is a history of Mesekoyi. Your first reaction na enye say esa de ni dane bamayen. So from the futures level no, I reacted because na menya nhihye eti bisi koyi and I say fear wedding baby a wedu ni de on fa sanka eti we keep it. So once a why me so we keep it na ka say you are keeping the child against my initial reaction. You need to confront me with continuation. But pride Anna, ahiana kwan bedi. Look, to wasi. Abofre bia wanyi a wonni mo papa bia no, me so maame eye bayfo. Men to sebi.
Are you saying it's not possible? Say Ben Mabeka say, I don't want to have anything to do with this child forever.
And I say forever. And more reasons why. We be forever because.
But the reason was like that. But permanently.
Yeah, permanently. It is a reaction from the bano. Unya kase ko yipe no o kan obi ka che me say ne papa no was so much na obi aka say ade na hwe mba na say ni say na say me to me me kon mo ni papa na ka che me o say die nti on pese obeso akola ne nsa ne ye because one maame ni duabo bi ato ne so me bisa maame no say obi abufu o kan de wo ne bo so na say madam papa ne say duabo na de ato ne so no say wan dane a on fa akola ne nko ehwe ma bibia nkosi. You see, so Yabufu Kasem no. At this topic is a very dear topic to me because it's a common problem that is going on. And I can love to stretch this conversation for 1 month to teach the public.
You are also not telling me that there are some men who are simply irresponsible.
And I'm saying there's no man is irresponsible because who is a father? Who is a father? A father is not a man who is paying fees. A father is a man who weja. Eja yobi a weja depositor. He carries the sperm.
The fact that depositing no.
So hear me.
Qualifies the man to just.
There's no word qualifying, but there's a reason why Adianin Konesa. And I'm saying, don't take that entrenched position and announce yourself as a single parent because nobody can be a single parent. You can be a single mother, but for a child to have a better future, he should know who the father is. Be angry. What Yvonne Nelson did in this country, that has remained in books. She has to find a way to appeal the mother and say sorry. Also in books. Because that thing she did is a curse. Somebody to tell Yvonne that thing, she should get out of her pride and make it public that mommy, I didn't do well. You know why? Because, sister, for a mother to keep you and move with you and make sure you become somebody regardless of whatever pain she has gone through as a result of a certain man she gave herself to, and yet easy. So when you grow and you want to demand for who your father is, I am for it. but do it with all utmost respect and dignity, not to defile the womanhood of your mother. Yes, it's painful that your mother doesn't show who your father is. Maybe the reason why your mother doesn't want to show who your father is because your mother is not proud of your father. And once you get to know that she's not proud of your father, it means that you are going to disrespect her in your mind. That how come a whole year like you, vocal marijata, who knows left from right, gave yourself to this Nana Kwame to have sexual intercourse with you? That is why my statement is Obia winning now papa yes some Counsellor Lutterodt down mamia so man who kwama Counsellor Lutterodt being in the way. Prominent person that your mother has done well. So now you now papa and Nana Kwame bia because say never ni say now the way ko shiaye. So anytime your mother tells you I pray, you don't marry a man like your father. Look at your mother's face quietly. Don't say anything so that you receive a curse. But it tells you in your mind that your mother has suffered. This man, the same way your father is misbehaving in the house, throwing tantrums, doing what fathers are not supposed to do. Know that your mother has suffered. Yeah, there's a statement like "Obebia ne menti no tina wa na kokoda dada." Meka a natural will say, "You remember me so ayanso yetia wade hu ye menti." I'm telling you on record.
Yes, aware na gu ntimo te ho kwa.
Remember put aware ngu ye ntimo. When man awade gu no tran 20 years, but me catch you say they are equally men who are still in marriage because of their children, not because of their wives.
Onua FM 95.
I'm telling you, we all know that sexual intercourse is the best thing or be here. But there are some of us that can live with our wife for 20 years not having sexual intercourse, not because we hate them, but sex is not a delicacy for us. It's not our male organ are dead, but we can close ourselves and give it up, not for celibacy, but we can give it up to anywhere. So when you're punishing a man with sex,
you rather share it somewhere else than home.
Not even somewhere. I'm not talking about those who are even sharing. In fact, because a man's focus can be look. Any genuine husband doesn't think about the wife when he leaves the house.
Oh, yeah, now we pedo.
There may be a PFD fear and a dream that it you'll be an problem. But a genuine husband goes to work with a free mind. And because the mind of a man, it works around what is available. The person I'm thinking about right now, as I'm sitting here, is you. That's how we are. Bring Felicia, she will join the game. Bring Sapoyo, she will join the game. It doesn't mean I hate my wife. It doesn't mean I've divorced her. But a genuine husband's mind is constantly not on the wife. So when your wife sends you a message, are you thinking about me? Those messages they send, they expect an answer from where?
Husband.
Yes. And no, which is a genuine godly answer, will lead to
offense.
So you leave it there. Yes, you're thinking about me. And why didn't you call me if you are thinking about me? Why haven't you sent me a message from morning? I am here. Those girls in the place, they are nothing to you. They create confusion for you to be. When you get home, when a man gets home, you come on their mind. So be careful that when I get home, you don't reject me by your attitude and your in actions. But many. And people are lecturing you and telling you say when it comes to employment grown, your certificate no pa who could man one friend and then they see you game see you game and then beto don't do that. There's nothing like preparing anybody's mind. If you want to have sexual intercourse with your husband and you want your mind to be prepared, prepare your whole mind.
When you're romantic,
what is romantic? Nipa epe dua abefie now one name say me bari baba ben name bari eti amudi na kwa mwachi no mo yemre o chia kai shom space for you o mo yemre. Any romantic man has a mental problem. Any man who says I'm romantic has a mental problem unless you're on the old age or when you stroke. But an energetic man like me, so you're preaching and I say yeah and I that name fire home this time. I say remember your creator in the days of your youth, not when you say you have no pleasure in them. Be a father, not a husband. A man can be a husband, not a father. A man can be both or none. He can be a man and none of them, but you're living with them. So the fact that I can take care of you well and I'm not taking care of the children well doesn't make me a bad father. Most of you, once you are paying the children's fees, you are happy because mind you, I can decide to be a father and not a husband. So be careful before you call yourself a single parenting for begging because of your head. know where you stand. And I'm begging all of you, take what I'm saying. If you allow one parent to take care of you as a single mother, alone especially, you will never amount to anything in the world. You will always live in deficit, because the father's blessing adds to your effort to make something. Start now the hunting of your missing father. Even if he's dead, let's find where his grave is and appease the gods of the grave to bring you your father's blessing through an uncle.
5.1.
Especially when you are a man. It's dangerous. Next week I'll let you know that when your mother names you after his father, you will never be proper on earth, because it's the blood that carries the name, not the stature. A mom's spermatozoa is what is the being, and that carries the name. So once I impregnate you, you are with the Lutterodt blood, not with Yah's blood.
I was here non do na bo apa wosima enom. The okan ma me gina so da father Dexon na. And then I say,
hey,
oh yeah,
Godfather Ankasa.
I had that same feeling. I felt, oh, I wasn't treated well until me back of me. Yeah, met me mad. I say, don't make that mistake.
Wow.
Men side.
Wow.
Men can kwasi yasem.
Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, what you so be sa who didn't kwasi yasem.
Wow.
Man kwine.
Wow.
And I took that in and I worked with that.
The Godfather of the land.
What's
the gift is okay the same thing?
What's it?
Gift is the same thing.
Oh,
Empress.
Okay, you see.
Okay, I'm saying, hey, assembly I'm kind of because not first no per
Yeah, you want to, you know?
No.
You want to show them.
No, you have nothing.
If you are not there, we will
the
do
children
it.
will respect you, and that gives you access to marry again. Next week, you bet also how to marry as a single parent or as a single mom. The problem is not the men. Obema bi a utie mesro, me man usi ene mesro. Ye mbie lines. Mo nyina mo ye wild se mo befre. Next week you kwan, but tie me. Me kura me catch us sister, tie me. O pa akola ni ye a. Mane ma de papa emben. Me nka se ni papa ne ombeda. O pa akola ni ye a. Mane papa nya den. Emben. Na akola ni bebu ade. All the misbehavior and indiscipline in our world is as a result of 69.7% of men being in prison without their presence in the life of their children. A man can never be absent in the life of the child, but their presence can be felt. Mr. Deng,
Their
presence. So my konye si fie me dining chair no. Otina so me bane car said this is daddy's chair. I don't need to be in the house 24/7 for my presence to be felt. When I'm not with you, let the children know that there's a presence that brought them into the world. 0277 609 644. Tie me pa chro no boko. Me fe bu phone chro. Me ho ye wa hin kura de chro. Onua na frɛ me. Mesa baby. 0277 609 644. Na kai say o to makpa ginger chips ni bi ama me no. Na me de boa omomonya diabetes. Me de boa omomo cerebral palsy. Me de boa emme bi omo hia mwa. Ti say finish your say. 0277 609 644. Na mon twa me ene.
That's
me fina no.
Ayo. I was saying the la birthday. Happy birthday.
The la birthday.
Oh no, John, technical.
Okay.
Now when they get mum.
Yeah, what miss it? And the sister and the girl.
At 12 hours, yes, and again.
Hey, are you sure?
Now, come can hear Mammy. I wonder. What bet I want to say, hey, 90, 80.
Are you serious?
Cratty.
No, are you serious?
Who's ready?
Debbie, are you serious?
Never cram on crat no.
Nigeria nothing. Oshekawa. Hey, any girl.
90.
Oh, Debbie, any girl.
What's the girl? No.
If your wife or your girl.
You know the fear.
No, if your wife or your be careful.
Say obi to me touring say. It was a man to me touring.
Sister, and you are happy they advertising you like this. You Jimmy who there? Come find the problem if you are going at them.
No free counsel.
On the two you so can see empla say no and you are happy. You are smiling looking at your time. Look at the time. You are having a wrong watch.
Yeah. Counsellor Lutterodt out in Carriamra, so if you are able to die, so I call. There will be a yanity, no cassette chamber won't to me. Cruise now go up a national. Oh, Yanum for no homo penation than they national security for chamber to me. Rambo style or more penat one. Chairman, why? How much in that? And almost open. Obey me. And we are saying, not don't you in your mobile mobile and fees. Back on the show, Mubudo. Now we are Mumuno. And I almost was in Cramao. What almost was in Crama Barry or more. Not time our holiday. Chairman, I said, Chairman, you by invitation. More friend, no, no friend. The arty, I don't see a mediation near the assembly. I now, Rambo, no, Busubum. Now, one day, church, I know, was a one day, church. One more cry to me, Madio. Oh, I mean, someone more cry to me, Madia. We had my friend, no, but I was saying, dear, see, or don't do me a Juada, Yebese, and name me a sure say, Ubenya update on this particular story. Thank you, Counsellor. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. I was saying, Yebese, Juada. Unwanted 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,